What's going on, guys? This is your man DJ Dream right here with one of the most dynamic authors I've ever met, and we've been just having a good time, just kind of talking in the back scene of what you guys are about to find out about Miss Shirley A. Franklin right here. Once again, it's a pleasure to have you here. Look real nice in your, is that turquoise? Look really good right there. Now, I'm going ahead and confess to you, I'm not that much of a reader. I'm sorry, but leaders are readers. Everybody has to understand. But after kind of looking at your books and hearing that you are on your 25th book, I will say that I'm most definitely inspired at this point. And I want to just kind of go over some of the books that we have. Number one, this book right here is called Emma's Fantastique Wordplay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the book right there. Can you tell us just kind of what was the inspiration on this book exactly?
This one actually was inspired by a couple of my favorite books and one of my favorite movies. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl.
Okay, I heard of that book.
It was made into the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay.
And then there's another book by Jodie Feldman, The Golly Whopper Games.
Okay.
In Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, of course, some of the competition dealt with Chocolate Factory. In the Golly Whopper Games, it was a toy manufacturer. And then I saw Slumdog Millionaire.
I love that movie.
The thing that these three...
I'm a big movie watcher, I'll tell you that.
The thing that these three had in common was the quest / I guess you could say competition aspect. And even though I'm not really a competitive person, I wanted to kind of put something together that would have some competition and that would actually incorporate something that I really love, which is words and the things that you can do with words.
Oh, okay.
And so those three things were basically the inspiration. And then from there, watching people, while I was working on this project, maybe misuse a word, say like onomatopoeia.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a tongue twister, and a lot of people have a struggle with it. Found some things that I could put into my competition that included those real life things that I was observing at the time that I was writing the book.
Okay.
In addition to that, I wanted her to have some special, unique qualities. She is a Lilliputian.
Okay.
And that's a special twist. Her genesis, how she actually came to be, was also pretty unique in the way that it was foretold. So it's kind of a whimsical tale.
So would this book be more for the child or for the mid, or what would it be for, like, mostly?
I would say that children probably anywhere from 10 to 17 might find the most enjoyment.
Okay.
But because it is about her and her entire family going to this WordWorks competition, which is fictitious, it doesn't exist.
Right.
In addition to that, they're all involved and they compete with other families. So it's not just her competing. She's the one that brings the particular genius when it comes to words and even texting. Some of the competition actually includes texting, and it varies and kind of amp up the suspense basically and add a little conflict to the story. So
my little girl, she loves reading. I think I'm going to have to get that book right there from her.
That would be wonderful. I'd love to get it to you.
Yes, most definitely. Emma's Fantastique Wordplay, ladies and gentlemen, for the 10 and up year old. Now we have right here Christmas Plus by Miss Shirley A. Franklin. Which book is this? Book number, 16, 17?
This one is number 25. And
that's the, that's the number 25.
Number 25.
That's ironic, Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas being on the 25th. You ever think about that?
Yeah. Well, I didn't, but someone else pointed it out.
Cool.
This one actually is called Christmas Plus because in the 280 pages, only 62 of those pages are dedicated to Christmas stories. On the front end, there's a full-length story that's non-Christmas related. On the back end, the same dynamic.
Okay.
The first story is called The Magnificent Marvelous Ferris Wheel Days. About a very special Ferris wheel that grants a very special opportunity to the first riders every state fair season on that very first ride. And it's in a city where this secret has lain dormant and a few people know, but not everybody. But something happens, and the kind of people that find out about it are the type of people that can't keep water wet, basically.
Okay.
They basically leak the secret, and so they have to have crowd control dogs, police officers, stanchions, everything in place to make sure that there's not complete and total chaos.
I think it's just amazing that you're so into I mean, number 25, I never met nobody that wrote that many books in my life. Let me ask you this. Oh, and we're going to go to the book that set everything off, ladies and gentlemen. This is Miss Shirley A. Franklin, Christmas Plus. Make sure you pick this up. Christmas time has a lot of different stories in here that you can read. Do you ever help anybody else if they want to start reading? Start writing, like to help, help people write books. People sometimes may not know the direction to go.
Yes, I have had an opportunity to consult with quite a few people, to encourage a lot of people, to let people know that it's doable. If I've done it, they can do it as well. I also teach a continuing education course titled Writing Children's Literature That Pops, Sizzles, and Sells. And so it's a night class, and I've had several sessions with Dallas County Community College and with Collin County Community College.
Man, a lot of people right now are probably wondering, me myself, pull out your phones right now, how can they get in contact with you?
All right, there is my phone number, 469-463-3155.
469
463
463
3155.
3155.
Also, Shirley Franklin at ymail, not the word Y, the letter Y, ymail.com.
And Facebook. Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody has a Facebook page.
I do have a presence on Facebook as well.
And they can find you through that email, and they can pull you up.
That's
probably the same. You have a Twitter page?
I do have a Twitter page.
Find you that way. You guys can follow her. You have shows going on all around. This was probably, and I'm very interested in this one because the first one is your baby.
Yes, it is.
Right. So stay inside Sarah. And I didn't get a chance to read this or look at it. I haven't even touched it. I didn't know you kind of pulled this one out of and unfortunately, guys, she doesn't have anything for sale this time. But stay inside Sarah. Now, this is the one I'm really trying to figure out what happened. What made this book come to start the trend that you have? There's 25 books right here. This is number one.
Yes, this one actually came out in 1996. And I was actually in a Bible study class on Saturdays, and we were studying the Bible. I didn't know I was even writing a book. I was just writing every day, something at the end of the day before going to bed. And I was calling my main character her, she, with no name reference. But in our Bible study, we were actually studying about Sarah, Abraham's wife.
Okay.
And eventually I decided to go ahead and give her that name. And it really livened up the character, and it started me on a pathway to understanding that I might actually be writing a book. But it really wasn't until I wrote the last sentence that I realized that it was actually a book that I was writing.
Well, guys, Shirley is very talented. I've had the privilege and honor. Let me just kind of tell you how we met. I'm a DJ in Dallas. I did an event. Shouts out to Vivica Fox, Virginia King, a lot of other celebrities, and we met up at the Marriott Hotel. And I gave her a card, like I always give people my cards. And I own a marketing firm, but at the same time I'm a DJ. And I told her, she told me her vision. I love people that are entrepreneur spirited. And I told her, hey, let's go ahead and get together. But it's making me, they say, readers are leaders. And, unfortunately, they say if you want to hide something from a, good man, you put it in a book. And I don't want to be that guy, So most definitely, this is a change for the good for me. And you've been an inspiration in my life and everybody else. You want to give a shout out to any of your friends and family?
Yes, I would like to give a shout out to my sister Doris, my sister Virene in Austin, back home, as well as to my sister-in-law, Deborah, and my nieces and nephews. I love you all. God bless you.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Shirley Franklin. Make sure you support her book. And one more time, let's go ahead and give that phone number out.
469-463-3155.
And this is me, DJ Dream. On down with Shirley Franklin, and it's about to get some reading going on in a couple of minutes because she's probably about to get on me about not reading these books right.
Hello. I want to share some quotes from some of the writers that you may or may not have heard about. The first is from Robert Southey. It is with words as it is with sunbeams. The more condensed they are, the deeper they burn. Anna Hempstead Branch says, God wove a web of loveliness, of stars and clouds and birds, but he made not anything at all as beautiful as words. And then Tom Stoppard says, words are sacred. They deserve respect. Whenever you can put the right ones in the right order, you can nudge the world a little. This last one I will read for you. It's from H.P. Lovecraft. At night, when the objective world has slunk back into its cavern and left dreamers to their own, there come inspirations and capabilities impossible at any less magical and quiet hour. No one knows whether or not he is a writer unless he has tried writing at night.